Navigating relationships with friends has serious ups and downs. It's an adjustment period for everyone involved, especially when friends push the boundaries. Do you want to learn more about how to maintain good boundaries with pushy friends? Check out my newest video. Welcome to Blissful Consults with yours truly, Dr. Cammy, a PhD licensed psychotherapist with special training in trauma-informed healthcare. Charmaine from California wrote in with a question about how to set boundaries with close friends who want to hang out way too frequently. Dear Dr. Cammy, I'm a married working mom with 3 boys, all under 10 years old. In addition, I was diagnosed with an attachment disorder due to severe childhood abuse. We went to couples therapy about 10 years ago, and the therapist suggested we have a date night each week as a consistent way to connect. We've done that for the last decade and both like the time we have together solo. Our close friends recently moved to the town where we live, and for the first few weeks, we invited them to dinner on Fridays. But now they are assuming it's a weekly thing. I really love hanging out with them, but I'm starting to feel resentful. Should I flow with change and adapt or set boundaries around Friday nights? Charmaine from California. This is a really important question, so stay tuned and hear my response. Hello, my name is Dr. Cammy, and I am the president and founder of Bliss in Being. We offer cutting-edge psychotherapy and coaching for people who are ready to heal from the effects of chronic stress and trauma. I personally can help you move from the brink of burnout to holistic thriving. It's time for you to finally enjoy the life you've worked so hard to build, and I am here to help you make it happen. Boundaries are an essential concept that exists in our lives to help us protect our space. For friendships and relationships of all kinds to remain healthy, boundaries have to be in place. There's a pretty thin line between setting boundaries in your relationships and being resentful. If your friendship means a lot to you, you should set boundaries, or else the constant dismissal of your feelings will lead to even more resentment. Let's talk a bit more about boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries may sound challenging and scary, especially when it involves people you care about, but it is necessary. You have to learn how to do it. So the question becomes, how do I set boundaries with my friends? Because flowing with the change and adapting really has no long-term value for the friendship. And there are different types of friendships and boundaries, so let's go through them. It can be physical, it can be emotional, material, or it can be physical. Emotional boundaries in relationships are about not feeling responsible for how another person feels and taking full responsibility for your feelings. Setting emotional boundaries will help you separate your emotions from the emotions of your friends. You don't have to sacrifice your comfort, and you don't have to push your friends away entirely either. It's okay to feel empathic towards your friends and not want to hurt them, but it's also okay to stand up for yourself and set boundaries when something affects you emotionally. One of the ways to set emotional boundaries is to talk. When something your friends are doing irritates you or makes you upset, you don't have to keep it inside. Speak up respectfully and try to make them understand what it did to you. Physical boundaries are more focused on space and body. Not only that, but it also involves watching out for your privacy. Even though these are your close friends, there are Fridays when you just want to sit and enjoy your privacy. They have to understand that you need that moment. So how do you communicate this to them? Let them know beforehand and then start preparing their minds for it before the Friday. Mention it subtly. Oh, I won't be available next Friday for us to hang out. I need to take some time out for myself to rest and do some reading. Let them know you need some time with your immediate family on Fridays. Hinting it subtly and then spelling it out clearly will help remove the strain of wanting to share how you feel. It will take down the stress of communicating your boundaries. And if your friends are reasonable, they will respect you and stay away that Friday. When you have successfully communicated it once, doing it again shouldn't be that hard. It actually becomes a pattern. Boundaries need to be respected for friendships to thrive, even though it can feel like the hardest thing to do. I get it. It's not easy to tell people you care about that you don't want them around 24/7, that you need some time solo. My best advice: don't try to avoid awkward situations. Just confront them and get them over with. Remember, rather than try to adapt, remember that your needs matter and you deserve to have your boundaries set and respected by your friends. Part of being friends means being there for each other, right? But how can you actually be there for your friends when their presence constantly irks you? It's not your fault that resentment is starting to build up. So, for the safety of your friendship, set good boundaries, Charmaine.